are the sources of help and what should one do when there is somebody who is expressing a wish to die? Well, the first thing is that each one of us has the potential to help someone in distress. So yes, talk to them, ask them to tell what is going on in their minds, build up this trust by saying that yes, you are with them, you're giving them full attention, and yes, they can tell you, express to you what is happening. Listen, do not interrupt. Give that person the chance and the time to tell everything. Be an emotional anchor or a support. Like we say, give them a shoulder to cry. First, understand what is happening. Take help. If you feel that it is a problem which you cannot solve by yourself, you cannot do much, please tell the person that you would like to contact their family on his or her behalf, or any friend if they want to, bring into the picture, whoever they are comfortable with. And I would like to share this, and I will do the talking. You don't do the talking. This is what you have to tell the person. Many times people say that, no, my family is not interested. They will not come. They will not bother. But then it is important to get the contact number. And this is what we do in our OPD when we have patients coming by themselves and saying, I want to die and I'm going to die, and I don't want my family to know. So we have to take them aside, talk to them, tell them that family is a contact. I'm sure they are not understanding you, but you give us this chance, we will try to put it across to your family, and they have to give importance to you. So you have to persist in doing this, because many times at the first instance, people just don't give you the contact number. So you have to keep on saying, yes, let me try. I'm sure they will listen to me. And I am going to tell them that, yes, you are going through a crisis. So this kind of a talk back and forth is the thing which you're going to buy time when somebody is, saying, no, I want to die and I'm going to do something. You have to tell the person when you're supporting that it is important to share, because only then can a solution be found. And if we keep the problem to ourselves, we may never have the answer. It is always we can work together, we can find a solution. We always break the problem into smaller problems so that each of the smaller problems can be easier to deal with or tackle. Now, if the person is feeling very alone, feeling very depressed, very suicidal, the best thing is to do, yes, I will call a friend who, most of them give you a friend's number. Let us talk to your friend. Let us get him here. Let me share with him. If you want, you're comfortable. Do you want to come to my house to spend the night with? Let us see what we can do. Or if they're adamant, not listening, very agitated, please call a suicide helpline. You can get any helpline from going on Google, and if you just say a suicide helpline in Mumbai area-wise, or you may get, there are certain helplines which I have given their areas also, but at 24/7 you have even national helplines which are dealing with various kinds of problems, say in teenagers, especially exam stress, career choices, all these kind of distress which a child can go through. And you do have these kind of helplines which are easily available. There are many psychiatric organizations also which have their helplines going on. And all this information is available on Google. Even if you don't know what to type, you can just type helpline, you could just type psychiatrist, and you may have somebody, you may get numbers, and yes, you can call them. And at least when you're with the person and we are trying to, quieten the person, you can call and talk to a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist or the counselor on the other side can talk to the person himself, herself, and if they're anxious, depressed, at least do some kind of a crisis intervention. So what we are looking at is reducing that impulse so that it goes away. And when that, yes, impulse goes away, I may have the thought, but then I have time to deal with those negative thoughts. Now, if all this is still not available and you find you're feeling helpless and you want to go through the thing, then there is enough psychiatric material, there is scientific material, there are YouTube videos on how to do counseling and crisis intervention in terms of emergency. But most of us feel so helpless at that times that we cannot actually go through a video and, take learnings from it and then do it ourselves. The best thing is, yes, you can take the person in a taxi and get him to any private or government hospital emergency section. When you go to the emergency, you will have everywhere there is a psychiatrist on call. So if a person is having intense suicidal ideas and thoughts, the least you can do is, yes, take him in a cab and go to the nearest hospital available where you can walk in and he will be looked after. Normally also, if it is during daytime and the person is just expressing ideas, you can set up an appointment for the person by, of course, getting a psychiatrist in your area or a counselor in your area. Reducing the stigma about going to a psychiatrist is equally important. And you have to say that when we are stressed, the psychiatrist or a counselor is the best person who will help us reduce stress. Because a psychiatrist will not only look at the stress factors, he will also look at the emotional state, the behaviors. And if he finds that, yes, you are depressed, then he will start you on medication. So the medications are not habit forming because, again, people have this stigma about taking medications and they feel, why should I take medications? I am not mad. The medications are not given for only mad people. They are given for all people who are stressed out, who are so anxious, or who are so emotionally disturbed that emotional distress is taking a toll on his occupation, on his social, on his education, on all the domains of life. So when it is such, then only medications are given. If it is a case of mild depression, we can just counsel the patient. We don't have to give medications, but let the psychiatrist decide that. The medication is given to correct the chemical imbalance which is created in the brain. And it will then, when you take them, it will stabilize both the thoughts and the emotions. So then the behavior will improve. And all this takes about 6 to 8 weeks till the medicine acts. But till then, yes, counseling continues. So both the things are extremely important. Hence, as a mental health activist, you should promote the need to achieve mental health and to fight against stigmatization and ostracization. Making people aware is the first step in bringing about change. Several schools and colleges have counselors who help students. So one should make use of these counselors and these mental health professionals. Now, apart from all these factors to reduce one's stress, one can do any of the following. Deep breathing, pranayam, especially Anulom Vilom, helps you to de-stress. Any form of exercise, you like gymming, walking, jogging, running, any kind of sports, or just dancing for 15 minutes every day is a good enough cardio or a workout. Essential for all of us to give some time to self, which could be in the terms of maintaining any kind of hobby, which gives me happiness. Because we have to seek happiness. We have to seek joy in doing things. We are doing routine work every day. Do something which makes you feel good. Listen to music, play an instrument, whatever you like. But music itself is again very relaxing. Connect with people. We are connecting with them. We are always on the virtual world, on social media. Connect physically. Try to talk to anybody or just go down for a walk, random people, just wish them, feel good about it. So talking to people, connecting, looking at the surroundings around us, take a break from your routine, and yes, laugh out loud every day, which I always tell my people, my patients, listen to a stand-up comedy show, maybe a repeat one, or keep a joke book where there may be 5 or 6 jokes which you like. Read them, feel refreshed, laugh out, and be happy.